Who is Harley Quinn? She first appeared in Batman, the animated series. Our story begins in Brooklyn, New York. Harleen Quinzel was the oldest of 4 children and was the only girl. She lived a fairly normal life in Brooklyn, although she didn't exactly fit in with the other children. Since her early childhood, Harleen had a growing interest in criminal psychology. In high school, her interests remained the same and she felt misunderstood. One night, she went to a Halloween party. She felt very uncomfortable until she met a boy. His name was Bernie Bash. Bernie began to talk to her about the time he saw a dead body. They connected instantly with their dark interests. During the party, Harleen points out a girl named Bonnie Harper. She explained how Bonnie had constantly bullied her, and then she jokes about her dying. Bernie quickly became Harleen's first boyfriend. Sometime later, Bernie had been arrested for murder. To show his love for her, he had killed Bonnie Harper by throwing her out of his car into an oncoming truck. Bernie was charged with murder and sent to juvenile detention, and Harleen was heartbroken. Despite his crime, Harleen later broke into his parents' house and stole a stuffed beaver from his father's taxidermy shop. She kept this as a memento of their relationship. Soon after his sentence, Bernie was stabbed to death in prison. After high school, Harleen attended Gotham University and graduated at the top of her class. She quickly found work at a prominent hospital in Gotham City, although she still felt drawn to something else, the criminal mind. She was soon transferred to Arkham Asylum. During her time in Arkham, she finally got to pursue her passion. Harleen excelled as a psychiatrist at Arkham, and she began to counsel the high-risk criminals. She soon discovered that the patients would not trust the doctors, so she thought of an experiment. After some convincing with the warden, she was allowed to go undercover as an inmate. She then dyed her hair, created a disguise, and entered Arkham as a new patient. Harleen could now finally get a better look inside the mind of a criminal. Although, she still had one inmate at the top of her list, the Joker. She had been fascinated with the psychology of the Joker and believed that he was misdiagnosed by his previous doctors. When she met the Joker, he quickly saw through her disguise and began to flirt with her. They would frequently chat about their lives and counsel each other. He then promised that he could teach her how to become as powerful as he had, by failing to care about life's rules. Then something very unexpected had started. Harleen began to fall in love with the Joker. Soon after, Harleen's supervisor became suspicious about the experiment. After looking through Harleen's notes, they discovered her intimate feelings towards the Joker.
As unprofessional as it sounds, I had fallen in love with my patient. Pretty crazy, huh?
Her supervisor then goes to confront Harleen about her discovery. In a rage, Harleen tries to kill her just as the guards arrive. Rather than surrender, she somehow manages to kill all of the nearby guards. Harleen then freed the Joker and they escaped together. That night, the Joker took her to a chemicals processing plant. Harleen is confused and begins to question the Joker. He explains that today is her new birthday and this is where he was born. Then the Joker shoves Harleen off a ledge and she falls into a vat of chemicals. When Harleen emerged, her skin was stained pale white and she had lost touch with reality. The Joker then nicknamed her Harley Quinn, and this is when her descent into madness began.
Knock, knock, Puddin'. Say hello to your new, improved Harley Quinn.
Harley began to embrace her new persona with different costumes and would often carry a large hammer, baseball bat, and a pistol. She became completely obsessed with the Joker and was now his partner in crime. Sometime later, they stole 2 spotted hyenas from the Gotham Zoo and kept them as pets. They were named Budaloo, and they trained them to attack their enemies. Joker and Harley had become an unstoppable couple and were responsible for some of the worst crimes in Gotham's history. They would frequently be confronted by Batman and were in and out of Arkham many times. Harley loved her new life of crime with the Joker, although he soon began to grow tired of her. The Joker began to physically and mentally abuse Harley. No matter how abusive he had been, she would always remain faithful to him.
That you'll always come back to me.
Yeah, I guess I do.
The Joker was now only interested in Harley to manipulate her and for his sexual desires. He has even attempted to kill her on several occasions.
Just don't get the joke.
One time, Joker realized he had deeply hidden feelings of love for Harley, so he sent her off on a rocket. She crash-landed in Robinson Park and was found by Poison Ivy. After hearing Harley's story, Ivy decided to help her. They quickly became best friends and also developed romantic feelings for each other. Over the years, Harley would frequently return to the Joker, and so would the abuse. Their relationship became one of the most complex and twisted love affairs of all time. Harley eventually left the Joker and found her own path. She was no longer simply known as the Joker's girlfriend. She had become one of the most infamous anti-heroes ever. While she did not have any powers, and her methods were very unusual, Harley always seemed to get the job done. Her life of crime would frequently get her thrown in and out of Arkham Asylum. Harley was soon recruited on teams such as the Suicide Squad, Gotham City Sirens, and more. When Harley is not on a team mission or in Arkham, she now resides in Coney Island. On Coney Island, Harley banded together with circus members and found a sense of family with them. There is no way of knowing Harley's true origin. Harley herself has mentioned that her story changes a little bit every time she talks about it. While Harley does not have any superpowers, her insanity and background with gymnastics have made her a very agile and unpredictable threat. Please like this video and subscribe for more unknown comic origins.